Hi guys, it's finally the weekend. I, once again, woke up super late. Do you know what this weekend is? It's Mid-Autumn Festival here in Taiwan. Since staying in bed 24/7 isn't really an option. For now, I guess I'll just have to brush my teeth. Look at this tiny new toothbrush I just bought. The store must have been enchanted with some kind of magic that blinds you. Because how the hell did I not notice how small it was when I put it in the cart? While I'm doing my morning hygiene routine like a functioning human being, let me tell you a bit about the Mid-Autumn Festival here. Since it's a holiday, everyone gets Monday off, in addition to the regular Saturday and Sunday. The tradition here is that friends and families gather for barbecues, often right in front of their houses, kinda like backyard barbecues in the US, I guess. People also eat mooncakes and pomelos around this time of year. Outside of the festival, you almost never see pomelos sold anywhere, which is so sad because I love those little sweet and sour things. This video is not sponsored by pomelos. Look, this is an activity I walked past. I think it's for the elderly in the neighborhood. When I saw it, my first thought was, I see my future, and it's bright. Being surrounded by your community when you retire, that's the goal. Okay, so here I am getting ready, doing my makeup to go out. Where, you might ask? Absolutely no idea. You shouldn't trust my ability to pick destinations because I'd rather stay home on most occasions. The only reason, and I repeat, the only reason I'm getting ready right now is because I want to feel like I did something during the holiday. Like, for the record, you know? So when people ask, oh, what did you do for Mid-Autumn Festival? My answer won't be, just stayed home and slept. I'm just trying to get out first, then we'll decide what to do. Of course, I still take forever to do my makeup. Next, outfit. Look at this cute green tank top. This outfit gives me a major 90s vibes. I love fashion from that era, when wearing colors other than beige and neutrals wasn't a crime. Unfortunately, it's 35 Celsius degree outside, so I have to leave the cardigan at home. I usually dress pretty normal on a daily basis, with lots of black and white because, well, fitting in with society. Duh. That's why, during times like this, I suddenly get the urge to dress flamboyantly with lots and lots of colors and just stand out as much as I can. Unfortunately, my wardrobe doesn't really have those kinds of items, so this is like, well, I tried. Hair accessories, earrings, bracelets, more color. Also, I made an impulse purchase of a small black bag for today because I didn't have a proper going out bag. Okay, final look before we head out. Pretty and clueless. On point. After some deliberation, I realized I couldn't care less for pretty much everything and nothing intrigues me, and decided that a bookstore is the right place to stroll around because at least I will look smart doing it. So here I am on the way to a shopping mall with a big bookstore. Here we are. Right as we enter, we are greeted by plants and stuffed animals. So friendly. Let me show you around a bit so you can see what shopping malls in Taiwan look like. And immediately I was fascinated by my own reflection. Sometimes I still have a hard time deciding at which level my self-obsession stands at. Hopefully, higher than the live-action Snow White's IMDb ratings. See that cute little panda? If only there were a job where you could just sleep and your boss never bother you. Like that panda. Oh, look at these cute shits. I've never really had a desire to shop for sunglasses because 1, I don't go out, and 2, when I do, I go out inside. That's me having fun with a Tom Ford pair I'll probably be able to afford sometime in the future. How about this pair? Does putting them on mean I can see my future more clearly? Because if that's the case, I'm sold. Somehow when I saw this floor guide, my brain read it as International Darling, and I thought, must be cat level cute to be called that. Then I went upstairs and saw this thing. This is not the first time I've seen it, but still, I have a hard time telling if it's a cat or a sheep. At first glance, I thought it was a sheep, but apparently it's a cat. And this one? Catfish! Okay, I low-key want it, but I know I'll never buy it. I have a general dislike for plushies. They take up space just sitting there doing nothing. This fragrance brand caught my eye for how boring the bottle designs are. Their target customers must be superhumans who consider simplicity and productivity superior to every other mundane thing. They even have simple scent names: humor, silence, peaceful. Finally, the last floor, the bookstore. It's always a pleasure seeing comic books in a bookstore. They are my favorite genre. Now it's starting to feel like the chilling adventures of Sarah, so I pull out my cute black jacket to turn it back into the normal temperature adventures of Sarah. This is the best book I've seen today. The Book of Catitudes. I only flipped through a few pages, but it's pretty funny and surprisingly accurate. I didn't buy it, but I highly recommend it for cat lovers. This section has travel books from all around the world. Initially, I didn't care for it because I'm not much of a traveler. But one book caught my eye: Parenthood Around the World. I haven't read it, so no comment. But the first things that came to my mind when I saw the title were flip-flop, cookie sewing box, and generational trauma. Okay, don't come for me. I know there are good parents out there and my folks are fine, but horror stories do exist. I'm just saying. This next book caught my attention because it looks vintage and reminds me of The Book of Shadows. But when I opened it, it was a disappointment. Just a collection of quotes, one per page. I guess it's for people who want to feel like they have read a lot of pages per day. There are really only 2 things you need to maintain a healthy diet: loss of money or loss of time. Take your pick. The literature and fiction section is usually my favorite. This pink and cute book caught my eye, but Maybe don't follow what the title says? That's a bit much. Find another hobby? Maybe? This one's super famous, and of course, I haven't read it. I just really like how the title sounds. It's even more poetic when translated into my native language. Tree stories. I wonder if reading it would improve my luck with plants, because everything green withers under my touch. On the bright side, the plants are finally free from me. And we've come to the romance section. I rarely read modern romance, but oh geez, these taglines are so cringy, they are hilarious. He hates her almost as much as he wants her. Maybe try a little harder, leveling up his head so it finally matches his love? He'd do anything to have her, including lie. Okay, red flag much? He has a heart of ice, but for her, he'd burn the world. Yeah, he'd burn it and then lie to her that it accidentally caught fire because of global warming. Man, I think I'm too old for modern days romance. I got so excited seeing these cat illustration books. They are history books called If History Were a Bunch of Cats. I think they tell historical events with the figures drawn as cats. What an amazing way to learn story. They also sell toys here. I never really understood the hype around characters like Kuromi or Hello Kitty. I have one or two things with them, but I'm not a huge fan. My favorite is Bug Cat Kapu, though it's not as popular. Okay, it's been over an hour strolling around the mall. Time for dinner. There's a food court here, so let's see what they've got. Another mirror on the way down. If self-love means loving your reflection, I've already surpassed the minimum standard. These buns are so cute. Beef noodles. Not really feeling it. More noodles? Looks nice, but nah. Eventually, I went for Korean food. I ordered chicken bibimbap with cheese and oh god, what a mistake. The portion and presentation were just sad. I don't want to be too judgmental, but the Korean place near my house costs the same and looks and tastes way better. Also, it was too spicy for me and I ended up not finishing it. To comfort myself, I got my favorite kind of dessert, jelly tofu with red beans. So, all's well that ends well? I think eating alone in public is very normal nowadays, and almost no one cares, including me. Of course, I prefer eating out with friends because I laugh more with them, but in general, food is food and I love it regardless. Just don't make me eat with people I hate though. Bowls and dishes might start flying. Time to go home. I've spent a holiday like a normal human being, drawn to crowded places for recreation, floating in life like I know what I'm doing with my life. And for that, I deserve to go home now. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I love going back home. I don't mind going out, But coming back in is honestly the biggest motivation that gets me through the day. Thanks for spending a holiday of doing nothing with me. Although it wasn't the most fun day ever, I'm content nevertheless. Now that I'm home, it's time to enjoy my favorite pastime, scrolling TikTok. See you in my next video. Bye!